I believe we have all said, why does this keep happening to me? Different people, same ending, but it's not bad luck. It's a pattern. So, we're talking about how to spot emotional patterns before they repeat so you can respond consciously instead of reliving the same lesson. Let's look at what emotional patterns really are. So, an emotional pattern is learned response. It forms when a reaction once kept you safe, a behavior became familiar, or an emotional state just felt predictable. So, patterns don't mean something is wrong with you, they just mean something hasn't been updated yet. So, patterns repeat because the nervous system prefers familiarity. And unhealed emotions, they seek resolution, and awareness hasn't interrupted the cycle yet. So until you see it clearly, the pattern just feels like fate. So here are some common relationship patterns that you see in others and sometimes in yourself: chasing emotionally unavailable partners, overgiving to feel secure, or avoiding conflict until resent sorry avoiding conflict until resentment builds. So losing yourself in connection or confusing intensity with intimacy. So recognition really does begin with change. So here's how to spot these early. So one is notice your first emotional reaction. So your first reaction is often the pattern beginning. Number two is track familiar feelings, not events. So ask yourself, does this feeling feel familiar? And three is observe your body signals. So tight chest, anxious energy, an urge to fix. These are clues. And four, listen to your inner dialogue because repetitive thoughts signal unconscious programming. So the moment where change becomes possible is there's this pause and a split second where you can choose differently. Awareness creates that pause. You don't need to fix the pattern, you need to interrupt it. So slow your response, regulate your nervous system, ask, what am I afraid will happen if I don't react this way? And choose a grounded action. Change happens in the response, not in the trigger. So when a pattern is ready to end, you'll notice there's less emotional charge, clearer boundaries, stronger discernment, and less attraction to familiar chaos. So when the pattern no longer feels magnetic, it's losing power. So here's a truth: you don't outgrow patterns by fighting them. You outgrow them by understanding why they formed and choosing safety in new ways. So patterns repeat until they're recognized. But once you see them, you're no longer trapped in repetition, you're conscious. And consciousness always creates choice. So if this resonated, I want you to comment down below, what pattern are you becoming aware of right now? And if you're choosing awareness over repetition, subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't miss the next video because this channel is about conscious love, emotional maturity, and real growth. And I'll see you guys in the next video.